Ray Anthony Williams is suing Universal because he claims the studio ripped off his script called Bet, based on his real-life experiences as an outlaw street racer, and turned it into The Fast and the Furious.
Went to the movie. I began to try and take notes, but it was so overwhelming, I just threw my pen and legal pad, just threw everything to the floor. It hurts, man.
Williams claims he was working as a messenger for a courier service when he met a Universal Studios employee who agreed to try to get a green light from the studio. Williams believes producers read his script and liked it enough to steal it. About a year later, the movie came out.
I was in my car and I turned the radio on. I hear Vin Diesel reciting some of my dialogue. We're speaking verbatim, word for word. There was the infamous line, the catchphrase, 10 seconds or less. I looked on page 6, line 16, 17, there it was right there. I need 10 seconds or less.
So at the suggestion of his producing partner, Andre Alexson, Williams contacted the studio. Incredibly, they say the studio ignored them and raced ahead with a sequel, Too Fast, Too Furious. So Williams sued over both films.
They said, well, it's somewhat different. And I said to them, well, you know what? You can steal a man's car. You can paint it another color, you can put different rims on it, still belongs to the man who has the pink, and he's got the pink in the title.
Now, Williams and Alexson, who race classic cars, are planning to make Bet on their own. They'll star in it themselves, and they say they'll do it the right way. Not with the Japanese vehicles Universal used, but with good old American muscle.
They could put any of those guys in any of the cars that was in that film. I'll pick out one of my little puppies right here. We can get the president, see if we can get us a permit. We can set up a quarter mile, and we can do the thing. They show me what's fast and what they think is furious. I'm gonna show you what to bet on. This is the way we ride right here, man.
There are some other things that matters. Black writers matter. Writing while black. Can you ever possibly imagine how difficult it is to put your hard work, blood, sweat, and tears into such a beautiful piece of work, only to have it stolen from you? Only to have it taken from you, from the Derek Chauvins of the Hollywood industry, the entertainment industry. Writing while black, black writers matter. They're living their lives, kids going to the best of schools. Nothing they could ever want and can't have, because now you're in a position that you could do so. The beautiful home, the whole shebang. But it's because you stole from someone else. You stole from a black man, a black woman. And the fact that you could care less, like it's nothing. But you all have been doing this for years. Now let's talk about the artists, my fellow comrades, the actors, actresses. And what will happen when all of a sudden people start, filing suit against you? You get a nice payday, right? But yet the Derek Chauvins, they haven't said anything to you about it. Let's say even if you won an Oscar for your work, not having a clue that work was stolen. And then if you don't say nothing about it, you don't do anything about it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand if you don't know. But then at some point in time, and it comes to your knowledge that, hey, wait a minute, I was a part of a work that was stolen. Are you going to be the fellow cops that stand by and let it happen? Like the fellow cops that stood by and let Derek Chauvin sit on the back of, George Floyd for 9 minutes? Are you going to allow the Derek Chauvins to put their knee on the back of his neck for 9 minutes? Come on now. Black writers matter. Writing while black. Give us our dues, give us our credits, give us our props. I want my dues. Now I'm looking into some other things, because those of you connected with the Fast and the Furious, you Derek Chauvins, You've also went on to do other works, still using my material. So I'm beginning to, look into those works, and that's something that I'm, starting to spend a lot of time into now, trying to do the research and do my comparisons regarding those works. Ray Anthony Williams, the original writer-creator of The Fast and the Furious. Dwayne Rock Johnson, getting a nice hefty payday. Many others who's a part of that franchise, you get nice paydays. What if you're hit with a lawsuit? See, honestly, I truly feel that if the artists, if you all start getting hit with some of these lawsuits, along with the Derek Chauvins of the Hollywood industry, the entertainment industry, imagine the backlash from that. If you go back to Universal or you go back to the head honchos, hey, wait a minute, what have you gotten me into? You stole this black man's work? I don't want to be a part of this. It's an ill vibe. I don't like the way it sounds. I don't like the way it feels. Give that man his dues. Even though you're not ones that stole it, but yet you're receiving a payday off my hard-earned work. I created that. This African-American black man right here created that work. And my work is all over the place. I Can't Breathe, Black Writers Matter, Writing While Black, Get Your Knee Off the Back of My Neck. For 20 years now, I can't breathe. I will not be able to breathe until I get my money, I get my dues. People worldwide are starting to reverse certain things and getting things right. Why? Because of George Floyd, he got it right. Because Derek Chauvin was exposed. The whole wide world saw that. The whole wide world has seen my work. Black Writers Matter. Writing While Black. Give me my dues, give me my props. Give me my paycheck. My royalties, my credits. So I just want to say to all the black writers, men and women of color, don't allow the Derek Chauvins to keep sitting on your back, putting their knee in the back of your neck. Now we got to get up. We got to get up, perhaps, how about a movement? Black Writers Matter, Writing While Black. Ice Cube, as a matter of fact, he reached out. That's another brother Cube, but I salute you, soldier. You stand for that which is right as well. We need more men and women of color to stand up. Now we got to get this thing right. We're not saying it got to all be just a black thing, no, because God, we're various colors, man. We're a rainbow of different shades of color. And that's God's creativity. So we as a people, we don't mind reaching out, working with other folk. But when you're taking our work and you're passing off as your own, getting credit and getting paid, doing us an injustice, no, you got to get your knee off the back of our necks. The Derek Chauvins got to go. Sophia Stewart. Oh, God bless. I forget my sister. Death at a Funeral. Man, you talk about A1 quality films. Blockbuster films with the top-notch celebrity, actors, actresses, who are participating, playing these characters. But the true writer creators, man, we getting robbed. The Derek Chauvins are taking our work, got their knee on our back, got their knee in the back of our necks. And the Derek Chauvins, you all don't want to give us our dues. So I'm all about it. Let's start a movement. All of you writers, hey, contact me. You got my email, rawmultimedia@yahoo. Holler at me. Get in contact with me. Let's set it up. I'm willing to make that change. My work is now a $20 billion franchise by way of Universal. Stacey Snider, are you the Mrs. female version of a Derek Chauvin? What are you gonna do, Stacey? Ron Myers, are you a Devin Chauvin? What are you gonna do? Get your knee off the back of my neck. Get off my back. Give me my dues. Give me my credits. Men and women of color, we need to get together. Let's sit down. Let's meet up. Some of us, we've already had this conversation. We've already discussed getting together, possibly perhaps a class action lawsuit regarding the industry. At some point in time, we got to make sure the whole wide world understand black writers matter. Writing while black. Oh, most definitely, there has to be a movement that takes place. Holler at your boy. I'm Ray Anthony Williams. Derek Chauvin, get your knee off my back. Get your knee off my neck. You've been on me for 20 years now. I can't breathe until you pay me and give me my dues. Get off my neck and back.